Smiling Algorithm here with you once again from Mathematics R Us, the store with everything for your mathematical needs. Need a fraction for the family room? Smiling Al's the place. How about a decimal point for the patio? Smiling Al has got 'em all. And what does Smiling Al have for you today? Thought you'd never ask. A function machine. In fact, Smiling Al has a whole warehouse full of function machines. Why? Because Smiling Al overordered. But for this week and this week only, we will be selling these function machines at a price you can't believe. Normally, this -3 beauty would sell in a store for $15. But I said to myself, Smiling Al, you can do better than that. I'm going to sell you this handy-dandy function machine for the low, low price of $12. That's right. 15 minus 3 equals 12. Can you believe it? You say, sounds great to me, Smiling Al. I'll buy that function machine for $12. But Smiling Al says, en contrary, for you, my good and true and loyal customers, I am going to sell you this handy-dandy function machine for $9. Can you believe it? Getting the idea? Hold on. Yo. It's Arnie over at the warehouse. You what, Arnie? You have to have those thousands and thousands of function machines moved out of the warehouse and moved out now? $9 just isn't cheap enough for our good and loyal and true customers. I have to go even lower? Well, I'll do my level best. Yes, Arnie. Well, my friends, perhaps you overheard the conversation I just had with Arnie over at the warehouse. And so, you will be pleased to know that I am not going to sell you the function machine for $9. Oh, no, not today. I'm going to sell it to you for $6 minus 3. 6 minus 3. $3. That's right, a measly $3. I'm going to sell you this beautiful function machine. Hi, 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 hi.
Well, I got a deal for you. Don't bother to wrap it. I'm in a hurry.
Smiling Algorithm here with you. At Mathematics We're Us, where we've got your number.
Mathman, your mission is to eat only multiples of 3. When you encounter a number, you will have until the count of 3 to make your decision. And beware the pugnacious Mr. Glitch. He will eat you if you are wrong.
Yeah!
Mathman. Multiple of 3. Mathman. Multiples of 3. Mathman. Uh-huh. Mathman. Let's see. Nope. Smart Mathman.
Oh.
Mathman. Multiples of 3. Mathman. Multiple of 3.
Good work, Mathman. You've eaten all multiples of 3 on the board.
Free game. Ha-ha!
diamonds in a free game.
Feel like doing anything? Me? Nah, I don't feel like doing anything. You feel like doing anything? Me? Nah, I don't feel like doing anything. Not a very attractive bunch. Oh, number comes along and wants to be divided, I'll oblige. But I'm not about to change that number, no, sir. Divide a number by 1 and you leave with the same number you came with. 8 divided by 1 leaves you with 8. 27 divided by 1 and you still get 27 and not a speck, more or less. Of course, the same can be said for my vivacious friend over here, multiplied by 1. Whew, that boy hasn't changed a number his entire life and never will. So, if you want to keep numbers the same, just remember, divide by 1 or multiply by 1. Of course, doing nothing is pretty hard work, but somehow we manage to get the job done.
Mathman, your mission is to eat all decimals greater than 1. When you encounter a number, you will have until the count of 3 to make your decision. And beware the humorless Mr. Click. He will... eat you. Emily, roughing the madman.
Hello, and welcome to Celebrity Kitchen, the Square One TV program that takes you into the home of a major celebrity where he or she will show us how to confect a celebrity favorite. Hi, I'm Donna Who, and today we're going to visit Super Guy.
That's Super Guy.
Super Guy, thank you for allowing us into your kitchen.
My pleasure.
What gastronomical delight are you going to share with our audience today? What are you going to cook?
Oh, yes. I'm going to show you how to make one of my super egg cakes. It's my mom's recipe.
Well, I see a family resemblance.
She's super.
Okay, let's say that you're going to have a dinner party for 7 of your superhero friends.
Great. Who?
Oh, Superman, Aquaman, Plastic Man, Condo Man.
Don't forget Batman and Catman and Ratman.
Okay, what would be the first thing you would do?
Well, I know each of the gang is going to want their own individual cakes, so I immediately get out my function machine. Stand back.
You know, I have spent most of my adult life in kitchens, and I have yet to hear about a function machine.
Oh, I couldn't function without mine. Greatest invention since the immersible mangle. I use it to calculate the number of eggs I'm going to need. Now, each of my super egg cakes needs 3 eggs. So, I put into my function machine the times 3 thing. Then I turn this on, then I this. Now, let's say I want to make 2 cakes. I put the number of cakes in here. And my function machine multiplied 2 by 3 and told me I need 6 eggs.
But you have 7 guests. You have to make 7 cakes.
Right. 6 eggs, yes. So I put the number 7 in this end. I named Algorithm told me this machine. Great machine. And...
Oh, that's amazing. The function machine says you need 21 eggs.
Truly a Marby machine.
But what about bigger numbers, say 25 or 45? Let's say you needed to make 65 cakes.
Whoa.
Would the machine work?
You bet. That's why this machine is so handy. You can multiply 2 times 3, 3 times 7 in your head, but when it comes to larger numbers, it's a little sticky. Okay, let's turn this on. There, right. Now, my function machine simply multiplies 65 times 3.
65 cakes would require 195 eggs? Can't you just see the look on your grocer's face if you asked him for 195 eggs?
But of course I order by the dozen.
195 is probably a lot of dozens.
Well, you know, this machine has a feature that helps me in just that situation. See, I take away this times 3, and I put in divide by 12. Now let's turn it on. Okay, now we put number of eggs, 195 in the function machine. Now there's 12 in 1 dozen, so we want to find out how many 12s there are in 195. We get
16.25.
I'm sorry, I don't follow you.
Well, that means I would need to order 16.25 dozen eggs. Another way to say that is 16 1/4 dozen eggs. Now, I could round up 16.25 up to 17. That means I would need to order 17 dozen eggs, 7 of eggs.
But how many dozen eggs do we need for our dinner party?
Well, we know we're going to make 7 cakes, and each cake needs 3 eggs, so my function machine multiplied 7 times 3 and told me I need 21 eggs.
Let me do it, let me do it.
Okay, turn it on first.
Okay.
No.
Okay, then I take the number 21 and I put it into your divide by 12 machine.
No, what did you get?
1.75. Oh, that means you need 1.75 dozen eggs. That's the same as 1 3/4 dozen eggs.
You're absolutely right, and so I bought 2 dozen eggs to have enough eggs. Well, let's get to the recipe. Let's get cooking! I thought I'd start with 1 cake to let your viewers follow the intricate maneuvers.
Oh, wonderful.
First, eggs. 36, 42, hike! Now, always use chicken eggs.
Okay, we'll try to remember that.
I tried. Turtle eggs didn't work.
What, too slow?
Now, there we go. You're gonna love this.
This is so exciting. Super Guy is breaking 3 eggs on my show.
Yep. Oh. I put in 4 eggs. That's 3 plus 1. That's 1 egg too many. Well, all I have to do is reverse it and take 1 egg away. Suppose I make this into a +1 function machine. See? I put a 3 in over here. And out comes a 4. See, now if I reverse it, becomes a -1 function machine. Put in the 4. Out comes a 3.
Oh, I get it. A +1 function machine adds 1 to a number. In reverse, it becomes a -1 function machine and it subtracts 1 from a number. But what about that extra egg? What are you going to do about it?
No problem.
How in the world did you do that?
It was a snap. Once I gave the eggs back to the chicken, boy, was she surprised. Now, close your eyes. Are they closed? 32, 42, hut! Surprise!
Super Guy, thank you. Oh, this is Donna Who, returning you to our studio.
Hey, feel like doing anything? Nah, I don't feel like doing anything. Why, you feel like doing anything? Me? Nah, I don't feel like doing anything. Yup, we're the life of the party. Folks around here like us because we don't cause them much trouble. Say 75 comes along. I can add 0 to 75 again and again till the cows fly home. The answer will still always be 75. 75 likes that. The same is true of my friend here, -0. Woo, you should have seen this one go at 26 the other day. He subtracted 0, then he did it a few more times for good measure. It didn't change a hair on 26's head, because 26 -0 is 26, period. Oh, occasionally we get the urge to be more aggressive. We start thinking that someday we'd like to actually change some number into another number. But just the thought of how much work that would be plumb wears us out.
This just in. Film strike in Hollywood. Slides at 11.
Marshmallow, what is this? Marshmallow, what is this right here? Hello in there. Hello, anybody home?
Can't you see? I'm busy.
I know you're busy. I just want to know, what are you doing here?
Well, if you must know, it's a puzzle in which I put pegs in holes. They tell me it has something to do with rotational cemetery.
Cemetery?
Rotational cemetery. It's very scary.
Yeah. Wait a second. Wait a minute. It's not cemetery. It's symmetry. Rotational symmetry.
Rotational symmetry?
Listen to this. An object is said to have symmetry when it has balance of form.
Balance form.
Yes. Oh, yes? Yes? No.
What
no.
are you talking about?
Watch this. You see this? This square peg here has rotational symmetry because I can turn it part way and it looks the same.
What are you talking about?
Watch, here we go. Square peg fits inside square hole, am I right?
Right.
Right, now I can turn it part way and it still fits. Yeah, turn it again, it still fits. I can turn it one more time and it still fits.
I do it, I do it.
Right. Same thing with the round peg here, you see?
Right.
I can turn this peg any amount, actually, and it will always fit into the hole. What do you think about that?
I bet you can't do it with this peg.
Wow, look at that peg. Interesting peg. Let's give it a try here. Okay, we know it fits this way now. All right, try this way. No, 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 no. Very interesting. This peg only fits inside the hole one way. That means that it is...
A defective peg.
No, there's nothing wrong with the peg.
A green peg.
We know it's a green peg. No, no, no. This peg is not
Rotationally symmetrical.
Correct. This peg will never duplicate its shape when you rotate it until it goes all the way around, or 360 degrees. Nah, you should have no trouble with this puzzle whatsoever.
Anyone could figure that out.
Sure.
But there's one problem I don't understand.
What?
Why can't I put this square peg in this round hole if they're both rotationally symmetrical?
Good question.
One of the most interesting numbers I've ever had the pleasure of meeting is the number 9. You think I'm kidding? Look what it can do.
Thank y'all. Thank you. Well, I'd like to welcome you here to Tillis tonight, and we hope you're having a real good time. For our next little thing we're going to do for you, it's a little number that was a real big hit for us. It's called 9, and well, we hope you like it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 999, fantastic number 9. It's perfectly consistent. It works out every time. 999, that crazy number 9. Times any number you can find, it all comes back to 9. 2 times 9 is 18. 8 and 1 is 9. 3 times 9 is 27. 7 and 2 is 9. 4 times 9 is 36. 6 and 3 is 9. 5 times 9 is 45. 5 and 4 is 9. 6 times 9 is 54. 5 and 4 is 9. 7 times 9 is 63. 6 and 3 is 9. 8 times 9 is 72. 7 and 2 is 9. 9 times 9 is 81. 8 and 1 is 9. 999, fantastic number 9. It's perfectly consistent. It works out every time. 999, that crazy number 9. Times any number you can find, it all comes back to 9. 9 times 10 is 90. Just drop the 0 sign. 9 times 11 is 99. Makes me rhyme with another line. Then 9 and 9 is 18. And 8 and 1 is 9. Times any number you can find, it all comes back to 9.
Does this work with bigger numbers too?
Yep.
Let's try this. 3,487.
9 times 3,487 is 31,383. 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 8 plus 3 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. It always works. 999, fantastic number 9. It's perfectly consistent, and it works out every time. 999, that crazy number 9. Times any number you can find, it all comes back to 9. It all comes back to 9. It all comes back to 9. Yes, sir. Ah, sir.
Rotational symmetry.
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
It was 9:43 a.m. and the garbage strike was still on in New York City. Luckily, we were working the day watch out of MathNet in Los Angeles. We were working on the problem of the passing parade, which had turned into a kidnapping caper. America's most popular rock star, Steve Stringbean, was missing. My partner is George Franklin. The boss is Thad Green. My name is Monday. I'm a mathematician. We decided to look at a couple of scenes from yesterday's show to refresh our memories. All we had to go on were some narrow tire tracks that proved to be made by an antique car, a celery tonic bottle with String Bean's fingerprints on it, some music, and at last a phone call from the kidnappers. Eddie Rimshot Harris had an idea. A long shot.
Embassy recording. He's got to be there, man.
Your hunch is worth a try, son. It's all we've got to go on. Let's roll. Excuse me, sir. We're looking for embassy cleaners.
Uh-huh.
Know where we might find it?
Was right here. Burned down 3 days ago.
Word of String Bean's kidnapping had leaked out to the press. Thad Green called us in to answer their questions. It wasn't easy, especially since we couldn't answer many of our own questions.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Fourth Estate, be seated, please. We're ready to answer as many of your questions as possible. With me are Kate Mundy and George Franklin of MathNet.
Hi. Have you heard from the kidnappers?
Yes, Tom. Kate has spoken with them.
They have issued a ransom demand.
What happens if they don't get it?
I'm afraid they said we'll never hear Steve Thrush again. You know, Sing. Yes, the reporter in the red tie.
Mr. Franklin, isn't it true you have used mathematics to try and find String Bean's whereabouts?
Sure, Dick. We've used geometry, maps, even hunches to solve this case.
Well, follow up, please.
I'd rather you let the other people have a chance.
Yes, the newsman in the red tie.
Yes, what kind of math have you used to apprehend these despicable criminals?
Well, Harry, we used mapping which led us to their hideout, but we arrived too late and they'd already gone. We've used geometry, estimation, statistics.
But nothing has worked.
Not so far, but we'll keep trying. Yes, sir, the news anchor in the red tie.
What is the first thing you do in a case like this?
Get as many facts as we can.
Then we try to come up with a hypothesis, a possible solution. Just having facts without knowing what they might mean isn't much help to us. Help-wise, I mean.
Have you gone down many blind alleys?
Yes, but that's usually the way with problem-solving situations. Solutions just don't jump up and bite you on the bottom. You have to earn them. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Now we're really going to be under pressure. I want this case solved, and I want String Bean returned safely.
I couldn't agree with you more, Chief. And if it's any consolation, sir, Martha feels the same way.
MathNet Monday. Yes. You want the money delivered how? And when? Yes, all right, I've got it. How do we know Steve Stringbean is all right? All right. All right, it will be done as you ask.
I recorded it, Kate.
It's like he's tipping us off. Like he's singing a message.
George, they want the money frozen in a 350-pound block of ice.
Ice?
And then you know what they demand?
A very big glass?
They want it pushed off the pier at Santa Monica at exactly 12:01 a.m. tomorrow.
Huh. A minute past midnight. Remember the good old days, Kate? When kidnappers just asked you to put the ransom money in old hollow stumps and things like that?
This is bizarre.
Please do what these people say.
What can these guys be thinking?
I don't know unless... Hello, Harbor Patrol? Kate Mundy, MathNet. Fine, thank you. And you? Good. The reason I'm... What? Yes, it is interesting work at times. That's true. Mathematics certainly does influence our daily lives. Now, if I... Thank you. Could you tell me the tide tables at Santa Monica for the next 18 hours, please? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Thank you.
Got something?
It's high tide at 12:01 tomorrow morning.
They want a 350-pound block of ice dumped into the ocean at high tide.
Can we figure out how far and where a 350-pound block of ice will float before it sinks?
I can't.
Maybe we can make an estimate. We'll need to know the speed of the current, the winds.
Uh-huh. And the water temperature, and how fast ocean water will affect ice.
It's inexact, but it's the best we've got.
Maybe we have something to go on, mathematicians. I wrote down the notes that Steve sang.
We're kind of busy right now, Rim.
Wait a minute. Every note in music has a corresponding alphabetical annotation, man.
Huh?
See this note? It's an F.
I see. You think he might be trying to spell out a clue for us, Rimshot?
Maybe. But the next two notes are F's also.
What word begins with FFF?
I don't know, man, but here's the rest of the notes. E flat, G, F, E flat.
FFF, E flat, G, F, E flat. Efficafe. That doesn't spell anything.
Nice try, Rimshot, but I'm afraid it doesn't mean much.
What I still can't figure out is why he's singing off key.
Well, he may just be nervous. Can't be much fun. Being kidnapped, I mean.
George, get the lab working on our ice problem.
Right.
That's it!
Steve Stringbean is singing the kidnapper's telephone number.
Now, Loopy, there may be an opening available for you. Have you had any experience in strand cutting?
Strand cutting? Have I done any strand cutting? Oh.
I'll ask Debbie to use her computer and see if any of those cars are registered at either of these two addresses.
I'm, like, impressed, man.
100% of Square One TV is a production of the Children's Television Workshop. This program was made possible by grants from the National Science Foundation, the U.S. Department of Education, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation, and the Carnegie Corporation of New York.
Corporate funding is provided by IBM. At IBM, we believe education is the key to the future. We are pleased to help support Square One TV as an innovative way to introduce young people to the exciting world of mathematics.
This is PBS. WNYC TV celebrates